Marcus Rashford, one of the most controversial players playing for United and in the Premier League. Now, he's coming off a very tough season from the last season where it was easily his most difficult, easily his worst, and in my opinion, one of the worst performances from a winger who played for Manchester United. Now, this is, of course, really big news, or a news that fans really took to heart, because he's been criticized for having inconsistent performances time and time again. And now, last season, he showed why a lot of fans did not like him. Of course, people have agendas and things like that. But this season, he looks different. This season, under Ten Hag, he looks like a player who wants to do well. He's come in, he's a top scorer, he's a top goal and assist getter with 5 goal and assists in 3 or 4 games, which is pretty good. And I think he's come in and owned that centre forward position for now that Martial is out injured. He's looked different, he's looked sharper, he's looked better on the ball, he's looked more composed, he's looked happier. These are traits that we did not see from him last season, but this season it's something which we see more recurringly. And now I think we can really see what he can do, and he can prove to us whether he's good enough to start for United at this level, whether he's good enough to looking forward to being in the top 4, possibly challenge for titles. I think so far he's shown he's good enough this season, but of course it just started. But I think fans won't forget what happened last season from him. I'm a huge fan of his. If there's one player in the United team that I love the most, it's probably him. But I know, and he knows what a difficult season he had last season. But this was his first season in a long time where he had a proper preseason. He's come in, he's looked better. I wouldn't say it's vintage Rashford, but he definitely looks like a much better Rashford. Regarding his position in the team, I think he should be starting on the left wing, not the centre forward. All his goals have come from that left wing. Yeah, both his assists come from the centre forward role, but I think Martial, when he comes back from his injury, should look to play in that centre forward role, because I think he offers more than Rashford does. But I just hope, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Rashford does. Now, I would revisit this topic later on in the season, but for now, I think he looks much better. He looks more hungrier. He looks happier, like Ten Hag pointed out in a recent interview. So, looking forward in the season, I expect him to start on left wing, possibly in the centre forward role if Martial's injury status is inconsistent. And yes, there will be competition for places, but I think he's going to do well. I think he's going to get at least 30 goal contributions this season. Maybe even 35, like he did a couple of seasons in a row, a couple of seasons ago. I'm looking forward to seeing him play, and well, I can't wait to see how he does going forward in the season. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon.